Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1988 postseason is on the air. This has been a pretty good postseason, and right now I really have no idea how these are going to go. It is now time for the fourth round of this division series sets. We are at Shea Stadium. This is Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and my New York Mets. The Mets lead the series 2-1. They had a chance to eliminate in Game 3, but were unable to do so, and now they have another chance to kick the Giants out. The Giants, of course, tonight are looking to force all-deciding Game 5, and if you're the Mets, that's not what you want. You want to end this series and put it to bed now. But the Giants have been stingy, and anything can happen at Inside Pitch. So once again, these two teams will go for it. This is the first of 4 straight elimination games. We have 4 Game 4s set up here starting today. Every game is elimination. How many will be eliminated and how many will we see for a Game 5? We're about to find out. Brian Patterson and Brian B. are first to join us here at Shea Stadium. Section 518 has also taken his spot there in behind the plate. And in the stands there. I'm in the upper deck. I kind of like being there. And we are all set and ready to go. Can the Giants force a Game 5? Or again, can the Mets punch their ticket to the championship series? Let's see what happens. Starting pitcher for the New York Mets. Their number 4 starter, Ron Darling, 17 wins, 9 losses, a 3.25 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the Mets as the number 4 starter. The fans here at Shea Stadium are loud. This could be the final game at this stadium if the Giants win tonight and win Game 5. But who knows what will happen? Only the dice will tell. Doug Hunt now joins us here at Shea Stadium. So let's get things going. Let's get to the top of the first. Leading off for the Giants will be center fielder Brett Butler. He has been pretty quiet in this series. He is 2 for 12. We are using blue, white, and orange dice. Mets are the home team. The fans are set and ready. Can the Mets punch their ticket to the NLCS? Or will the Giants force a Game 5? Let's find out. Darling, 4-3, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. Shea Stadium adds 2 to strikeouts, but subtracts 2 to walks. And Darling will start off with a K. He had 161 of them in 88. 1 quick down. That'll bring up the second baseman, Robbie Thompson. He is 1 for 3. No, he's 1 for 13. Thompson is 1 for 13 for the series. Darling will go ahead and pitch. 4-5, that is a blank. Thompson, 1-5, that's a fly ball hit to right. And the straw will get to that and put it away, 2 down. Next batter will be the first baseman, Will the Thrill Clark. He is 2 for 13 for the postseason, for the series so far. Pitching has been the order of the day in this whole series. Darling with the pitch. 6-3, that is a blank. Clark, 6-2, and that's a fly ball to center. And getting over there will be K-Mac. He will make the catch, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Darling. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, their number 4 starter, Atlee Hammaker, 9 wins, 9 losses, 5 saves, a 3.73 ERA. Hammaker was good enough to get the number 4 spot for the Giants in this postseason. He is a lefty, so the Mets are using the lefty lineup. Leading off for the Mets will be right fielder Mookie Wilson. He was 0 for 5 in the first game he played. And Mookie, of course, had the greatest at-bat in World Series history. Hammaker will go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 5-2, strikeout 9. He got him. He'll strike out Wilson. And that is the first strikeout for Hammaker. He had 65 of them in 88. Next up will be the second baseman, Tim Tuffle. Tuffle was 0 for 4 in the game he played. Hammaker, he will go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 2-6. Hit by pitch, 5. Nope, he missed him. Tuffle, a 3-3, and that's a fly ball hit to right. And Maldonado will get to it and make the play, 2 down. And here comes the first baseman, Keith Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. He is 4 for 10 for the series. Hammaker will go ahead and deal it. Hammaker, 1-2. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 6-6. Ground ball hit the second. And Thompson will get to it and make the play. And the side is retired. 1-2-3, go the Mets. No score after 1. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Giants will be the right fielder, Candy Maldonado. He is 2 for 10 for the series. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 3-6, strikeout 13. That just misses. Maldonado, 5-2. That's a ground ball hit to short. And Elster will get to it and toss it over for the out. Here comes left fielder Mike Aldretti. He is 1 for 12 for the series, but he made a triple saving catch in the last game that if they didn't make that catch, Mets would have tied it up. Darling, 6-2, range play. Aldretti, 2-4. That's a fly ball hit to center field. That's hit to McReynolds. His range is a 2. That is a 3, and that's going to drop for a single. Aldretti will go ahead and get the first. So Aldretti hits it in front of McReynolds, and he'll have to hold there. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Kevin Mitchell. He is 1 for 12 for the postseason. Frank Rosank and Beatles Eternally joins us here at Shea Stadium. I know Beatles Eternally is only a dream away. George Harrison from the Time Bandits soundtrack. That counts. Aldretti on it first, infield double play. Great movie, by the way, Time Bandits. 14, nothing on there going to happen. Darling will pitch to Mitchell. Darling, 2-3. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 3-6. And that is a fly out to right. Strawberry will come under there. He will make the catch. And that's out number 2. And here comes the catcher, Bob Melvin. He is 3 for 9 for the series, so he's actually batting pretty well. Aldretti on it first, and he'll stay there on the 6th. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 4-6. That's a blank. Melvin, 1-1 against the righty. That's a ground ball hit to third, and Johnson will take care of it. He's going to throw to first to get Melvin, and that'll retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Giants. And we'll go to the bottom of the second as SGJ Jamie joins us here at Shea Stadium. And yes, that was a terrific movie, by the way. David Warner, Sean Connery, Shelley Duvall, Ian Holm. Just an amazing flick. A lot of people don't get it, but I do. Now, Terry, of course, if everybody made by the same guy that does Jabberwocky, and that was Terry Gilliam. Terry Gilliam, an absolute genius when it comes to filmmaking. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Mets will be this guy, right fielder, Darryl Strawberry. He is 2 for 13 for the series so far. Hammaker will make the pitch. Hammaker, 6-1, error on a throw. Strawberry, 2-6, and that's a fly ball hit to left. And Aldretti will get there and make the catch for out number 1. 1 out, and now we'll see Kevin McReynolds. He is in center field today with Mookie Wilson in left. McReynolds is 3 for 12. He does have a home run. Hammaker will pitch. Hammaker, 1-3 against the righty, blank. McReynolds, 1-1, and that's a ground ball hit to short. Going to Uribe. He'll take care of it, toss it over, 2 down. And here comes the kid, the catcher, Gary Carter, who should be wearing a Mets cap in the hall. Carter is 4 for 11 for the series. Hammaker will go ahead and deal. Hammaker, 4-6. Walk plus that 19 is not going to be ball 4. Carter becomes an 18, but -2 makes him a 16. He doesn't walk. Carter, 3-2, and instead he lifts a fly to left. And once again, Aldretti will get there and retire the side. No score after 2. Another 3 up and 3 down by Hammaker. You have a funny feeling this game is going to go down to the wire again? We go to the top of the third. What do you expect us to do till July for daily inside pitch fix? Hey, remember, beating up baseball with the demos is doing inside pitch for the game of the week for 1975. Please make sure you check that out. His opening day is this Saturday. The St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Bob Gibson going up against Steve Carlton. How can you want to miss a match like that? We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the G-men will be the shortstop, Jose Uribe. He is 3 for 9 as well for the series. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 2-6. That's a blank. Uribe, 4-4, and that's a fly ball hit the center. And McReynolds will get to it and put it away, 1 down. Here comes the pitcher, Atlee Hammaker. He had a 121 average in 88. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 2-5. That's a blank. Hammaker, 6-1. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Darling will take care of it and toss it over for out number 2. Here comes the Butler. Butler is 0 for 1. Steeler fan joins us here at Shea Stadium. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 1-2, error on a throw. Butler, 6-2. That's going to be a fly ball hit the center field. And getting under that will be McReynolds, and he will put it away. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Darling. We go to the bottom of the third. Already a pitcher's duel starting up here. And pretty much what I expected. Leading off for the Metropolitans, third baseman Howard Johnson. He is 4 for 11 for the series, and he also has a home run. Hammaker, he'll go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 3-2, blank. Johnson, 6-5. That's a fly ball to center. And Butler, he'll come to it and put it away. 1 out. Here comes the shortstop, Kevin Elster. He is 1 for 10 for the series. Hammaker, he'll go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 2-4, blank. Elster, 1-1, ground ball to the pitcher. Once again, Hammaker will take care of that, and he'll toss it over for 2 outs. 2 men down, and here comes the pitcher, Ron Darling. He had a pretty good year at the plate, 220 average and 4 RBIs. Nothing wrong with that. Hammaker will go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 3-5, strikeout 12, got him, and the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hammaker. No score after 3. The hardest game to win is always the last one. We go to the top of the fourth. So far, both pitchers are on their game. Robbie Thompson leads off. He's 0 for 1. Darling will go ahead and deal. Darling, 5-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 2-6, that's a blank. He's not tired. Thompson, 5-1, base hit right past third, and Thompson has a single. He'll get the first. Leadoff man on. And here comes Will the Thrill. Clark is 0 for 1. Thompson had 14 stolen bases. Let's see if he gets the steal sign. That is a 5, and he does not. Clark, nope, and doesn't get the hit and run either. Darling will pitch. Darling will deal. 5-1. Home run result against the righty. Clark needs a 20. That's a 5, and that is gone. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Home run, will the thrill. Giants take the lead. Stadium and Section 518 groan. Will Clark, Ron Darling just put it right over the plate, and Clark just sent it right out over the center field fence. That is gone. 2-0 Giants. And now the batter is Maldonado, who is 0 for 1, and still nobody out in the top of the fourth. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 6-2, range play. Maldonado, 5-5, ground ball, second base hit to Tuffle. His range is a 4. That is a 1. He'll get it, and he'll toss it over for the out. One out, and next batter is Aldretti. Aldretti is 1 for 1. As Steeler fan gives himself the block dragon, as he should, for being a putz. Darling with the pitch. Darling, 5-1, again a home run result against the righty. Aldretti needs a 4, but the 16 is high. Aldretti, 2-2, instead he grounds it to second base. Tuffle will take care of that and send it over, 2 down. Darling makes another fat mistake, only this time Aldretti couldn't do anything with it. And here is Mitchell. Mitchell is 0 for 1. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Shea Stadium. Darling, he'll go ahead and pitch. Darling, 5-2, strikeout 11, cold strike 3 on Mitchell. He got him, and the inning is over. That is strikeout number 2 for Darling. 2 runs on 2 hits, a 2-run bomb by Will Clark, and that was his first home run of the postseason. And the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead here going in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the order for the Mets, here is Mookie Wilson. He's 0 for 1. Mets down 2-0 here. The visiting team has won every game so far in this series. Hammaker with the pitch. 4-6. Walk plus 11. That's ball 4. And Wilson will trot to first. So he walks the speedster Wilson. And now the batter is Tuffle. Tuffle is 0 for 1. Wilson at 15 stolen bases. And that is a 4, and he gets the steal sign, 16-0, and Melvin a 0. I'm afraid to try to steal with this D20, but I think you're down 2 runs already. I'm gonna send him. Wilson's gonna try for second. A 1-16. He is safe, and he is. Wilson gets under the tag and steals a base. First stolen base for Wilson. And now a runner at second right there. Dwayne Martz joins us here at Shea Stadium. Takes away the double play. Strategy roll. And that is a 20. Hammaker has a balk rating. And he balks. Mookie Wilson steals second, and Hammaker gets called for a 2. That is a balk. And Wilson will go to third. So Wilson advances 2 bases without a pitch, pretty much. I'm waiting for a pitch there. And Wilson now at third base. Remember, the Mets lost on a balk by Dwight Gooden. He was the difference in Game 3. Can that happen to the Giants here? Infield is now going to come in. And Hammaker will re-roll the strat again. That is a 7. Wilson will stay there. Hammaker with the pitch. Hammaker, 6-2, possible error. Tuffle, 6-6 against the lefty. That's a ground ball to third. And that ball is hit to Mitchell. His error rating is a 12. That's a 3. It gets past Mitchell and into the outfield. That's going to be an error, and a run will score. That is an E5 on Mitchell. Tuffle will go to first. Wilson scores. It's 2-1. As the Mets get 1 back. First error on the Giants as Kevin Mitchell makes an error on a grounder right there. As Tuffle manages to hit that one, and Mitchell makes the error, he'll be on first. Now the infielder double play. Here comes Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 1. 2-1 here. Strat re-roll. That's a 6. Tuffle will stay put. Hammaker can't believe that Mitchell couldn't make the play, but Hammaker will pitch. Hammaker 2-2. Range play at the park. Shea Stadium 2-3. Fly ball to left, and that's hit to Aldretti. Aldretti's the best out there. His range is a 5, and that's a 2. He'll make the catch for out number 1. If you're the Mets, you're trying to hit it away from him on a range play, but Aldretti goes ahead and gets there for the out, 1 down. Here comes the Straw. Straw's 0 for 1. Strat, nothing on the 5. Tuffle stays at first. Hammaker will now deal with Strawberry. Fans here at Shea Stadium hoping for a hit. Hammaker, 5-2, strikeout 9, got him. And he'll strike out Strawberry. That is strikeout number 3 for Hammaker. And here's K-Mac. McReynolds is 0 for 1. Now 2 outs. Strat, nothing on the 11. Tuffle holds it first. Hammaker looking in on McReynolds. And here comes the pitch. Hammaker, 2-4. That's a blank. McReynolds, 2-1. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to second base. It'll get picked up by Thompson, and the throw goes to first to retire the side. Mets on the board, but they scratched it out without a hit. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, a stolen base, and a balk. It's 2-1 after 4. Going to the top of the 5th, rapidly moving ball game already. Bob Melvin leads off. He's 0 for 1. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 2-6. That's a blank. Melvin, 1-3. That ball is hit to center field. That is a 13. And against the righty, that's going to be a double for Melvin. Melvin goes ahead. He's becoming the big hitter for the Giants. And he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double. So Melvin holds at second base. Here comes Uribe. And Uribe is 0 for 1. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 11. Darling will pitch to Uribe. Melvin on at second. Pitch coming. Darling, 5-3. Strikeout 16. No. Uribe, 5-1. Base hit to right field. That's a single. Will it score Melvin? Base runner 2. Single to right plus 1. Sorry, base runner 1, actually. Base runner 1, single to right plus 1. Melvin scores on a 2. And he does! Melvin comes around and he scores. Uribe, a base runner 3. Does he take second on the throw? No, he doesn't. He holds it first. But the Giants get the run back. It's 3-1. Stadium groans. Giants now take a 3-1 lead. Still nobody out in the top of the 5th. Hammaker is the batter. Probably call for the bunt. Corners are in. And that is a 5. He doesn't get the bunt sign, but Hammaker does get the automatic bunt, as I do for the pitcher. You're up by 2 runs. I think you bunt here. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 6-5, strikeout 4, and he'll get him on a K anyway. Hammaker, when you go ahead and bunt, the strikeout ratings are reduced in half. That would be a 12, plus 2 is a 14. It doesn't matter. That's a 4, and he struck him out. So strikeout number 3 for Darling, 1 down. And here comes Butler. Butler is 0 for 2. Infield a double play. Uribe on it first. Strat, nothing on the 9. Uribe stays where he is. Darling will set the pitch. Darling, 6-2, range play. Butler, 3-1, ground ball, second base. It's hit the tuffle at infield double play. His range is a 3. And that is a 4. It'll get by him for a single. Uribe, base runner 3, will be fast enough. He'll get to third. And Butler gets a hit. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Batter now is Thompson, and the infield will come in. Giants already lead 3-1 here, top of the 5th, trying to send this series back to Candlestick for a game 5. Strat. Nothing on the 18. Thompson is not going to bunt here. He'll swing. Darling sets up with the pitch. Darling, 4-6. That's a blank. Thompson, 5-2. Base hit, right field. That's a single. Uribe will come in to score. Butler, base runner 4. Single to right, +2. There's not going to be a throw. Butler goes to third. Thompson gets an RBI single. 4-1 Giants. Stadium groans. And Section 518. And now runners at the corners, and here comes Will the Thrill. 1 for 2, but that one was a 2-run bomb. And the infield is still going to stay in here. But now it's 4-1 Giants. As Darling right now not looking too good here in the top of the 5th. Bullpen is beginning to show a little action here. Strategy rolls are still active. That's a 15, nothing happening. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling, 3-3, strikeout 9. He got him. He gets Clark. And that is strikeout number 4 for Darling, 2 outs. And now here's Maldonado. Maldonado's 0 for 2. Strategy roll, nothing on the 10. 4-1 G-men here, top of the 5th. Mets trying to close this series out. The Giants say we want to go back to the stick. Darling, 4-5, blank. Maldonado, 2-5, and that's a single into center field, base hit. Butler will come in to score. Thompson, base runner 4, single to center, -1, a 1-3. He gets the third, and he does not. He holds at second base, but another base hit for the Giants, 5-1. Stadium groans. Still 2 outs. Here comes Aldretti. If Darling allows another hit, it'll be it for him. Thompson on at second. Maldonado at first. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Giants now have a 5-1 lead. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 14. Darling sets up for the deal. Darling, 3-4. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-11. The 11 is good. Against the righty, Aldretti gets another crack at it. He needs a 4. Nope, that's too high. A 2-1, and instead it's going to be a deep fly ball to right against the righty, a deep fly ball to right, and Strawberry's going to get there and make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs on 5 hits. And the Giants have a 4-run lead here going in the bottom of the 5th, trying to send this game back to the stick for a game 5. (5-1) Giants. Gary Carter leads off for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Hammaker, he'll go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 3-2. That's a blank. Carter, 6-3. Fly ball hit the right field. And Maldonado will get there for out number 1. Here comes Hojo. Hojo is 0 for 1. Hammaker, he'll go ahead and pitch. Hammaker, 2-1. That's a blank. Johnson, a 5-6, and he pumps that one out to short. And Uribe will call for it and get it 2 down. And now here's Elster. Elster is 0 for 1. As Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Shea Stadium. Hammaker will make the pitch. Hammaker 2-6, hit by pitch. Nope, the 17 is high. Elster 5-6, it's a fly to right. And Maldonado will get there and put it away to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down. Still 5-1 Giants after 5. We go to the top of the 6th. Darling will try to pitch. He's the leadoff batter in the 6th inning. Kevin Mitchell leads off. He's 0 for 2. Darling will go ahead and pitch. Darling 6-6. That's a blank. Mitchell 5-2. Ground ball to third. Johnson will get to it and toss it over. 1 down. 1 out, and here comes Melvin. Melvin is 1 for 2. Darling will set it up there, and he will now pitch. Darling 4-1, error on a grounder. Melvin 2-3, ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Hernandez. His error rating is a 1. That's an 18. He'll handle it. Darling comes over. Hernandez dishes it to him, and that's the second out. Two outs now for Uribe. And Uribe is 1 for 2. Darling settling in on Uribe. 2 outs. Darling, a 2-2. That is a blank. Uribe, 5-1. Base hit. That's a single to right field. And Uribe keeps it going for the Giants. And the next batter is Hammaker. He'll bat. Hammaker is 0 for 2. With 2 outs here, Giants have a 5-1 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Strategy rolls are still active. And that's a 20. Darling throws to first. And nope, Uribe got back. And now Darling will pitch to Hammaker. Darling, 6-3. That is a blank. Hammaker, 3-1. Ground out to the pitcher. Darling will take care of that. Easy comebacker. Throws to first and retires the side. A much better inning for Darling. But the Giants have a 5-1 lead here going in the bottom of the 6th. Hammaker gets on the mound. Ron Darling is the leadoff batter, but they're going to take him out of the game. He is done, as Darling did not really pitch too well tonight. So he will come out of the game, and Darling hopes he'll get another chance, but the only way that happens is in the next series. And coming on to pinch hit for the Mets will be Wally Backman. 303 average, no homers, 17 RBIs. Backman will come into bat against Hammaker. Switch hitter, he'll bat from the right side. 2 out, to bottom of the 6th inning. Giants now in the field. Hammaker with the pitch. Hammaker, 1-2. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 5-6, and it's a fly ball to center field. And Butler will get to it and make the catch for out number 1. Fly out to center. Here's Mookie. Wilson is 0 for 1. Actually, yeah, well, he did walk the last time up and scored. Hammaker will pitch. Hammaker 3-3. That's a blank. Wilson 6-3, and Wilson gets the first hit for the Mets in this ball game, and that's going to be a double to left. Wilson will go ahead and wind up at second. He'll stay there. That's the first hit off of Hammaker. As the run by the Mets scored, there was not a hit there. It was an error, a walk, a stolen base, and a balk. So Atlee Hammaker goes 5 1/3 of no-hit ball. And the Mets finally break through him. And now the batter is Tuffle. Tuffle is 0 for 2, but he reached on an error. Wilson on at second base. Hammaker, right now, he is still got plenty in the tank. Wilson on at second. Strategy rolls are still active. That is a 10. Nothing happening. Wilson stays where he is. Hammaker will pitch. Hammaker 3-3. Blank. Tuffle 1-6. It's a fly to right. And getting over there will be Maldonado. And that is out number 2. Wilson a base runner 4. Maldonado +1 of 5, but -1. A 1-4. Wilson takes third. And he doesn't. He stays at second base. And maybe that's the right play. So Wilson stays at second. Now 2 outs. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2. Wilson on at second. Hammaker will pitch. Hammaker 4-5. Home run chance. Lefty, though, a 0. Not happening. Hernandez 2-2. It's a grounder to short. Up with it is Uribe. Throws to first. Side retired. And right now, Atlee Hammaker is owning the Mets. No runs and a hit. It's 5-1 Giants after 6. Yes, the felt does come with the dice tower. The one problem with the felt, though, sooner or later it does start to wear out. We go to the top of the 7th. Giants lead 5-1. And top of the order is Brett Butler. 2 lefties and a righty coming up. And the Mets are going to go ahead. The Mets are going to bring in Roger McDowell anyway. 5 wins, 5 losses, 16 saves, a 2.63 ERA. McDowell will go ahead and pitch to Butler here to start the top of the 7th. Giants a 5-1 lead. Not looking good for the Mets. Looks like we're going to see a game 5. McDowell 3-1. That's a blank. Butler 3-6, and against the righty, base hit past the pitcher. Butler will get to first. Another single for Butler. That's his second hit of the game. The batter now is Thompson. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles. Infield a double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. McDowell will pitch. 4-1. Home run chance. Righty. 1-3. The 13 is high. Thompson 3-4, and that is a grounder to first. 1-1-1. Shortstop pivot Elster -1, so no chance of a double play. That is a 1, and the only play that Hernandez has is to go ahead and take the out at first as Butler will move to second. That's 1 out. So Butler moves to second base on a ground out to first. And here comes Clark. Clark is 1 for 3 with a bomb. Infield now back. McDowell will pitch. Butler on at second. McDowell 6-2. That's a blank. Clark 2-1. That's a single into left field. The Giants are getting the hits. The Mets are not. That's a base hit to left. Butler base runner 4. Single to left +2 is a 6. There's not going to be a throw. Butler comes around. He will score. 6-1 Giants. Stadium groans. Section 518 takes a swig. Boop. Base hit by Clark. Brings in a run. 6-1 Giants. And Mets fans are beginning to buy tickets for a trip back to San Fran. Here's Maldonado. Maldonado 1 for 3. Infield a double play depth. McDowell will go ahead and pitch. McDowell 6-3. That is a blank. Maldonado 3-5. That's a fly to right. Strawberry will get to it. And that is out number 2. 2 outs, and here comes Aldretti. Aldretti 1 for 3. Clark on it first. McDowell will continue to pitch. McDowell 2-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Aldretti 2-2. Grounder to second base. Up with it is Tuffle. and he'll throw to first to get the out and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, and the Giants right now are feeling it, a return trip to the stick. But we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I will be right back. Tomorrow night, we'll continue the Division Series round. It'll be Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Montreal Expos. The Expos have a 2-1 lead against the Pirates. The Pirates will be sending Dave LaPointe to the mound. Dennis Martinez gets to pitch for the Expos. And that's what happens when you're a wild card team sometimes. You get a chance to have your number 1 starter against the number 4 starter in an elimination game. So it will be Dave LaPointe against Dennis Martinez tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, Game 4 of the Pirates and the Expos. Can the Expos knock out the Pirates? We'll find out. But meanwhile, it's not looking too good here at Shea Stadium. Atlee Hammaker pitching an absolute gem, a 1 run on 1 hit. The Mets need some magic. Darryl Strawberry leads off. He's 0 for 2. As we start here in the bottom of the 7th, Giants lead 6-1. Hammaker, 2-5 against the lefty. Strikeout, he got him. He gets Strawberry. And that is strikeout number 4 for Hammaker. And now here's McReynolds. K-Mac is 0 for 2. Hammaker coming in here and pitching his butt off. Hammaker 1-3 against the righty. That is a blank. McReynolds 1-5, ground ball to short. That's hit to Uribe. He takes care of it, tosses it over. 2 down. 2 outs now for the kid. Carter is 0 for 2. Fans here at Shea Stadium saw their Mets come in here with a 2-0 lead. They may be seeing their Mets lead tied at 2 and 1 game in San Francisco to move on to the NLCS. Hammaker 1-4, strikeout 10. That just missed. Carter 2-6. It's a ground ball to short, and Uribe is right there, throws it over, side retired. Nothing across for the Mets. And after 7, it is still 6-1 Giants. The Giants are showing the reason why they won the National League West this year. In the replay, we go to the top of the 8th. Kevin Mitchell leads off. Roger McDowell is done. And the Mets will go ahead and bring in a pitcher here. And they got right switch. And I think the Mets are just going to go ahead here and maybe just try to give me some innings. They'll go with him. Coming on to pitch for the Mets will be Terry Leach. 7 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, a 2.54 ERA. Leach will become the 3rd Mets pitcher. Top of the 8th, 6-1. Leach with the pitch. Leach, 4-3. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 3-5. And that is a blank. We have a rare play at Shea Stadium. Rare plays, bases empty. 61. Right fielder crashes into the wall, chasing a deep drive, resolved as a D9 range play. And that, of course, is Strawberry. His range is a 2. He's got it. He made the catch. What a play by Strawberry. That's out number 1. But now they have to check for an injury to Strawberry. Strawberry, we'll see what happens. His injury rating is a 1. A 1 or a 2, he's fine. It is a 2. He's okay. Strawberry bounces off the field and says, I'm just fine. Let's play ball. Remember, injuries are full-time. But what a play by Strawberry to take a hit away from Mitchell. And that's 1 out. Here is Melvin. Melvin is 1 for 3. He has a double. That could have been devastating if Strawberry got hurt. Leach will go ahead and pitch. Leach, 2-1. Error on a grounder. Melvin, 1-4. Ground ball right back to Leach, but his error rating is a 0, and he'll take care of it and toss it over 2 now. 2 outs for Uribe. Uribe is having a good night. He's 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles. Leach will go ahead and pitch. Leach, 3-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Uribe, 1-3. And Uribe gets another hit tonight. That's a base hit past second. Uribe is really coming through for the Giants tonight. That's his 3rd hit. And they're going to see a pinch hitter for Atlee Hammaker, even though he's pitching a gem. But they're going to take him out, and they're going to take him out of the game. What a job by Hammaker, but they're going to go to the bullpen here. They're going to try to close this game out. So Hammaker out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Giants will be Ernie Riles. 277 average, 4 homers, 37 RBIs. Uribe on at first, 2 outs. Top of the 8th, 6-1. Strategy rolls are off. Leach, 5-1. That is a blank. Riles, 2-3. It's a fly to right. And Strawberry will get to it and make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Giants. They have a 5-run lead here going in the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Mets will be Howard Johnson. The Giants will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Giants is going to be Craig Lefferts. 3 wins, 8 losses, 11 saves, a 2.92 ERA. They'll probably use Lefferts for the 8th and Garrelts for the 9th. So Lefferts will pitch to Johnson here to start the bottom of the 8th inning. Do the Mets have any kind of a rally in them? Lefferts with the pitch. Lefferts, 2-2 against the switch right. That's a blank. Johnson, 1-5, and he hits one to right field. That is a 13, but against the lefty, that's just going to be a fly out to right. And getting in there will be Maldonado, and that is out number 1. One down. Next batter is Elster. And are we going to see a pinch hitter for him? And the answer is, I don't think so. No. Well, I mean, I could move Johnson to short. Elster is 0 for 2. Mets have got to do something. Yeah. Elster's going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit will be... It's the 8th inning. I can't go with just anybody. And they're going to bring in Lenny Dykstra. 270 average, 8 homers, 33 RBIs. Coming over to take over, Dave Magadan will come into play 3rd, and Johnson will move to short in the next inning. Dykstra goes up against Lefferts here. Bottom of the 8th, 6-1. Lefferts with the pitch. 2-3 against the lefty. Strikeout plus. He got him. Struck him out. Two down. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Terry Leach. As Leach comes out of the game. And they're going to come in and they are going to go with... They're going to go with Greg Jeffries. 321 average, 6 homers, 17 RBIs. Greg Jeffries will go up against Lefferts here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Lefferts will set up and pitch. Lefferts, 3-6, strikeout 14. That is high. Jeffries, 5-6, and he popped it up. Pop fly ball to first. And Clark is there. He makes the catch. 1-2-3, go the Mets. 6-1 after 8. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Dave Magadan is going to come in. Him and Johnson will switch places. So Johnson is going to move to shortstop. Magadan will move to third. Magadan, not too bad at the position. He is 310. And Johnson at short becomes a 2-9. And he has a 0 arm. So Johnson will now move over to shortstop. Magadan to third. Top of the 9th inning, on top of the order for the Giants, here is Brett Butler. And the Mets need a pitcher. 2 lefties and a righty coming up. And they're not going to use Myers in this case. They're going to go ahead and bring in Bob McClure. 2 wins, 3 losses, a 5.40 ERA. Bob McClure was with the Montreal Expos most of the period of 1988. Wound up on the Mets later and has enough innings to make the postseason roster. So Bob McClure will come in and pitch to Butler here. And we'll see if the Mets can hold the 6-1. McClure with the pitch. McClure, 4-5. That is a blank. Butler, 6-3. And that's a fly out to center field. And getting over there is K-Mac. And he'll make the play for out number 1. 1 down. Here's Thompson. Thompson having a good night. He's 2 for 4. 2 singles. McClure goes ahead, sets up and deals. McClure, 4-1. That's at the park. Shea Stadium, 6-1. Grounder to second base. And that's it to Tuffle. He'll take care of it and toss it over for the second out. 2 outs, and now Will the Thrill. And Clark is 2 for 4, a home run and a single. McClure just trying to get this inning over and hope the Mets can have some 9th inning magic. McClure will make the pitch. McClure, 1-1, range play. Clark, 5-4, double to left field, but that ball is hit to Mookie Wilson. His range is a 4, and he'll make the catch and take a double away from Clark, and the inning is over. Nice fly off the left. So 1-2-3 go the Giants, but they have a 6-1 lead here going in the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Mookie Wilson leads off for the Mets in the bottom of the 9th inning. Craig Lefferts is not tired, and he's going to pitch to Wilson to start the bottom of the 9th. 6-1 Giants. Giants are 3 outs away from booking a trip back to Candlestick. Lefferts will go ahead and pitch. Lefferts, 3-1. That's a blank. Wilson, 4-2. That ball is hit to right field. That is an 11. And against the lefty, Wilson will lead off with a double. So Wilson leads the inning off with a double. He'll go to second base. That's his second double of the game. And he's now 2 for 3. The batter now is Tuffle. And is that going to be it for Lefferts? Or is they going to leave him pitch out there? He still got another lefty out there. He still can pitch to two more. I think that's it for Lefferts. Lefferts is going to come out of the game. That'll be it for him. And the Giants will go to the bullpen and try to close this game out. They'll bring out their closer, Scott Garrelts. 5 wins, 9 losses, 13 saves, a 3.58 ERA. Lefferts does get credit for a hold. And Tuffle is at the plate. So Garrelts is now up. Not a save situation, though. The tying run is not in the hole. So Garrelts is trying to get this game over. 6-1 Giants. Garrelts will go ahead and pitch to Tuffle. Fans here at Shea Stadium hoping for some magic. Garrelts. 4-6. Strikeout 20. That is high. Tuffle. 4-4. It's a fly ball to left field. And getting over there will be Aldretti. He'll make the catch for the out. Wilson will not try to go to third. That's out number 1. 1 down, and here comes Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. He's 0 for 3. Wilson on at second. Garrelts will make the pitch. Garrelts, 5-3, possible error. Hernandez, 5-4, ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Clark. His error rating is a 5. That's an 18. He won't make an error. He'll take care of it. He'll tag the bag himself. Wilson goes to third. That's 2 outs. He actually dished it to Garrelts, who came over there and made the play. But Wilson moves to third base on a grounder to first. And now the last chance for the Mets is the straw, and he's 0 for 3. 2 men down. Wilson on at third. Giants 1 out away from booking a trip back to San Fran. Garrelts will go ahead, set it up. Fans here at Shea Stadium hoping for something. Garrelts with the pitch. 2-4, strikeout 12. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The Giants will beat the Mets 6-1. This series is tied. There will be a game 5. Stadium and Section 518. Barf. Blech. Okay, here's what I found. No runs and a hit. The San Francisco Giants completely shut the Mets down by only allowing 2 hits. This series is tied at 2. There will be a game 5. And with today being Thursday, the game 5 should be Monday night. Unbelievable. The visiting team has won all 4 games, so home field advantage has meant nothing. And if that's the case, the Mets are hoping that with the visiting team winning all 4 games, they hope that means 1 more game. It goes like that. Final line score coming up. For the Giants, 6 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. For the Mets, 1 run on 2 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Atlee Hammaker. He'll go to 1-0 in the postseason. Ron Darling takes the loss. He drops to 0-1. Craig Lefferts and Garrelts will get some holds, since they did not allow any runs when they came in there. And that does it there. So the Giants have tied this series up 2 games apiece. Game 5 back at the stick. And that, of course, is a rematch of the number 1 starters, David Cone for the Mets. David Cone for the Mets against Don Robinson. So a rematch of that matchup coming up. And that will be, a lot of low scores. But that is how it ends here at Shea Stadium. So no ticket punched, except a flight going back to San Francisco. Tomorrow night will be Game 4 of the other National League Division Series. Can the Montreal Expos go ahead and punch their ticket to the NLCS? Or will the Pirates send it back to Three Rivers? That'll be tomorrow night here for the Pirates. For the Pirates, it will be Dave LaPointe for the Pirates, and Dennis Martinez goes for the Expos. That is Game 4 of that series tomorrow. A big one there, another elimination game. What will happen? Can you believe this? We could be going to all 5 in the division series. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. LaPointe and Martinez, Pirates and Expos, Game 4 from Stadio Olympique. Be there or be square. Brian Patterson, Texag 75, Brian B, Doug Hunt, SGJ Jamie, Mike Eisenberg, Baseball with the Demos, Dwayne Martz, David Vega, of course, Steeler fan, and Beatles Eternally, and Frank Rosank. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on the way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Giants have staved off elimination. It will be one game for it all. Giants win this game 6-1. This National League Division Series is tied 2-2. We'll see you tomorrow night.